Oh, hey there, people. It's Monday, Monday morning, 10:15 in the morning. Oreo, go downstairs. Please. I hate when he tries to walk beside me on these stairs. The part that turns is really narrow and stuff. But I'm late. Supposed to be at Dad's house by 10. Instead, my alarm didn't go off, and I got woken up by him calling me. So, yep-a-dup, that happened. See the car will start? Yeah, buddy. God, that car sounds louder. You'll see what I mean when I get outside, and welcome to my vlog. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but she really does sound louder. Alright, well, let's skedaddle over to Dad's house. Fuck, my mirror's like right down. I can't even keep my mirror up. Beautiful. Okay, I gotta take this stupid big mirror off. Right back. There, big mirror's off, little mirror's back. Let's get the frig out of here and go to my dad's house. Alright, people, I'm with Dad. He's taking me to the mechanic. Gonna drop this friggin' dirty bitch off. And love that, no signal lights. Way to go, Dad. Freak sakes. And yeah, we're gonna go and drop the car off. Way the frig out by Cat Piss's house. Out in Calendar, people. Let's go. I'm filming from my phone right now because I pulled a major boner. Dropped off the friggin' car, left the camera in the cup holder. Yep, that happened. So let's head back out there. Way out the Calendar in the Trans Am. Go scoop up the camera. And then we're gonna go over to my parents' house because Mom's making me lunch. And just gonna go from there. Son of a bitch, extra driving. It's cool, guys. I came back for you. Now let's go over to Mom and Dad's. Alrighty, I'm at my parents' house now. Oreo's totally mad that I'm here. Are you mad at me, puppy dog? Yes, who is? Yes, who is? You're mad at me. He's mad at me. So today's lunch is soup and a hamburger. Yummy! It's better than what I had for lunch yesterday.
Which was nothing.
Alrighty, people, we just had lunch. Burgers and soup, it was good. Oreo! Puppy. Oreo, come. Oreo. Oh, you're such a bad dog. Dad's getting him some water, and Oreo's like just completely mystified with the fact that he's getting water. Dad bought one of these things where the ball goes into that hook, and then you can not have to touch the ball and play fetch with the dog. Because the problem is, the first couple times you throw the ball is fine, but then he starts drooling all over the ball and it becomes soggy and gross. So this thing's a better invention. So this just in, apparently the problem with the G6 is not bearings, not wheel ball joints, not tie rods. Apparently it's the brand new struts that were just put into it. They're dicked. Great. Great. So now I gotta find the bill for it and then drag the bill back out to Buddy's house and then get the struts replaced. And then, oh, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. So here's Dad's new loaner phone compared to the Samsung Galaxy S4.
That's an LG.
Yeah, this thing here makes iPhones look big.
It's a 3G.
Oh my god. Yeah, you can tell Dad's really missing his phone. Friggin' Oreo's totally being nosy back there, eh? Because Dad's out in the front and he's like, he's got to know what's going on. Oreo! Oreo! You being nosy? You being nosy? Puppy? Puppy? Puppy?
Puppy.
Puppy?
See Adam.
Puppy? Puppy. Alrighty, people. We're on our way back home there. I gotta find the receipt for those struts so that we can take them back and get new ones. Because that's pretty dicked that the strut's broke and it's brand new. God, that pisses me off, but I guess it's the way she goes. Sorry, there's always factory defects. I think they test that shit, but they probably only test like 1 in every 100. So, oh well, let's head her home and see if we can find the bill for those struts. If not, tomorrow I gotta call CarQuest, go and talk to them, see what we can get done. Because son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Oh, thank God I found the receipt for those struts. Otherwise, that was gonna be a pain in the ass. Okay, so we can get them replaced. Right on. Also, the mechanic's going to be doing my brakes because the rear driver's side caliper is seized. So he's going to see if he can fix it, but if not, we're going to replace the caliper. Put new rotors, new pads, all that shit onto her. Plugs, wires, frickin' all that. So I'll probably get my car back by next Thursday, Friday, which will be awesome. But as for me right now, I need a frickin' coffee. Yup. Big times need a frickin' coffee. Getting up at 10 o'clock this morning, getting on the go. Huh. I didn't have any caffeine yet. I'm running on zero juice, people. Zero juice. Juice? Just go with it there, eh? But, get a cup of coffee in me and I should be ready to go. Got some laundry on the go right now. Dryer's already been emptied out, put away the clothing. So it's just a matter of time before, friggin', yeah, stuff and junk. I had no idea where I was going with that. But, yup-a-dup, I am tired, my legs are sore. This poor guy is right wiped out. He's eating some food. I don't think he's got much food left. Oh, he's got enough. I'll restock him for supper. But he's pretty pooped too because Mom and Dad, they bought this new thing for playing fetch. It's like a wand with a ball grabber on it, and what you do is you stab the ball with the ball grabber, and then you just take it and you flip it, and it just fires the ball, like rifles it down the yard. Because Dad doesn't like playing fetch with Oreo because he slobbers all over the ball, and Dad doesn't like dog slobber because he's like me. It does make my skin itch when I do it if I'm not on the Benadryl. So yeah. But they bought him that thing and they're playing fetch with him all morning. Like the whole time I was there, Dad's friggin' flipping the ball. Finally Oreo would get tired, he'd go hide the ball, and then he'd gradually bring it back to Dad and he'd carry on, right? So yeah, Oreo's pretty tuckered out. I just gave him a piece of bacon there because I promised him at my parents' house bacon. I was getting him going pretty good with bacon. So I just gave him a strip of bacon there. He's all happy. He almost fell up the stairs. That was funny. And, well, it wasn't funny, but he's so tired that he wants to go to bed. So he's probably going to curl up on his little mattress here and pass out. I'm going to drink my coffee, probably watch some How I Met Your Mother, and go from there. So, thank God I found that bill. Holy shit, that was driving me nuts. So I honestly had no idea where I put it. Luckily, I threw it on this mess I call a desk. Sweet balls! Can you see him down there? Totally spent. Look at him. Buddy. 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 Oreo. You done? Buddy. Oreo. You spent? He's not going nowhere. He's KO. He's done. He's sleeping. Poor Poopy. We gotta figure out what we're doing for dinner. Yup, that we do. Alrighty people, it's time for me to head the frig out. I gotta go back over to my parents' house and drop off this friggin' receipt for the struts because Dad's gonna bring it to work and give it to the mechanic so the mechanic can take it to the shop and get the struts replaced. We'll be good to go. So that's what I gotta do is get those struts replaced. Well, that's a major piss off, frig sakes. You'd think they'd be good, but nope, nope, nope. Also, I was chit-chatting with the mechanic about things like the K&N filters and such. And like he told me, he said, you know, they're okay when you first get them. The problem is when it comes to maintaining them. Because apparently you're supposed to recharge these things for optimal performance every oil change. So literally every oil change, you should be doing your sensor cleaning and stuff. So, or not sensor cleaning, but your filter cleaning. And then spraying her down with oil and things. I think I've only ever cleaned maybe that filter once, maybe twice. I know the oil got used for something besides the filter, that's for sure. When we did the cog on Big Red, when we mounted the bolt in it to like lock the cotter pin in and all that, we ended up using that oil to drill to keep the bit from overheating and warping. Got a whole bunch of the cleaning fluid left, not too much of the oil. I don't know, if we have to pick up another set, we have to pick up another set. But I was debating on saying frigate and just going paperback, because like he said, he goes, is the engine modified? And I'm like, no. And he goes, so, you know, an engine's a vacuum basically. It's an air pump. It's just a giant air pump. When the piston goes down and the cylinder's open, or the valves are open, it sucks in air, and then it can only suck in as much air as it can suck in. So even if it can breathe easier, the gains aren't really there. Now if the engine's been modified for race or for more compression or whatever, then the bigger airflow in the intake system will help. But honestly, in an air box, you're still getting the same quality of air, where, like, you know, a cold air intake, the air is pulled usually from the front end down low, so it's nice and cool, and the tube's all heat shrinked. And this dickhead in the Hyundai right behind me is, like, seriously trying to lick my arsehole. Friggin' prick. Take the hint. Fuck off. Yeah, needless to say, like he said, you know, the K&Ns are nice because all you gotta do is clean them and recharge them. Because the problem is when they're not recharged properly, and nobody really knows how to charge these things up properly. Because everybody, like, you know, some people put too much oil onto it, and they don't let it sit and soak in the oil, and then shake all the excess oil off. They just oil it and drive it back in, and it's still wet. Then they fire up their car, so when the air's coming through, all that shit comes flying off the K&N filter and lands on the mass airflow sensor, and this could be what happened to mine. And then the mass airflow sensor doesn't get a proper reading on the air coming through, and then the car starts running super rich. So, like he said, he goes, you're running a stock engine, just use the paper filters. You don't need any big intake system. And he goes, even if you were to buy, like, the real K&N air intake system, he goes, it might give you an extra horsepower, like one. I was like, oh. He's like, yeah. He goes, it's kind of a joke. He goes, the only way you get the actual 5 horsepower they claim is if you do intake, exhaust, and then you retune the engine and change your timing and all that. He goes, you might be able to see maybe 3 to 4 horsepower gain. He goes, but in all logic, he goes, it takes a little bit more than an air tube and a filter to give you 5 horsepower. And, like, he's built some race rigs. He's got himself a Mustang that'll do low 13s, so he knows a little bit about tricking out cars. So I might just go buy, like, a regular paper filter and toss her in there, because it collects more dirt, and then I'll just let them every oil change the paper filter and be done with it. Not worry about having to recharge the K&N every frickin' time and stuff, you know? Might be a little bit wiser thing to do. Yeah. Almost at my parents' house. Gonna go ahead and drop off this receipt so Dad can give it to the mechanic, and the mechanic can go from there and call me and let me know when my vehicle's ready, and then we'll go scoop her up. Alrighty. And we are here, back at the parents' house. Right back, guys. All right, people. Really? You're gonna sit on camera? But I gotta head her home. We got things. They're gonna go make their meal. I gotta go home and barbecue mine. I just sat around with them for a bit and chatted, because I do that every time I come over. And we gotta go. And he totally shit his pants. You heard it live. Yeah, buddy. Oh, frig sakes, people! It's 20 after 7, and I gotta rock a piss. That was needed. Alrighty, people, for supper tonight, I'm gonna have me some rice, which I'm gonna season up. This is before, and now it's ready to be cooked. So I'm gonna go ahead and toss the lid to it, and then plug her in to the guy the right way, hide it the right way, and then set it to cook. So we'll let that there turn into rice. My friends, that's not all I'm having. No, we're also gonna boil up some vegetables, have some vegetables, and have some meat on a stick. So I'll boil up the vegetables after, because I'm going to head out to the barbecue, and we're going to barbecue up some meat on a stick. So let's get that ready. Alrighty, people, there's the meat on the sticks. They're called Slovakia skewers, so I don't know, whatever. Let's take this out to the garage, fire up the Q, and burn them up. Alrighty, let's kick over the gas. She's open. My buckets. Move those out of the way. And let's fire up the barbecue. Oh, yeah, that's messy. Okay, 1 second. Alright, I cleaned up the burner tray as much as I could. I did that last time, but I guess you gotta do it every time. Oh well, let's fire it up. Boom shakalaka. And we'll fire up the other side too, just for funsies. And we'll let this heat up, and then I'll clean the grill, and then toss the meat to her. And I got a Voxer. Oh, check it, people. Meat's on the queue. Friggin' rights it is. Oh, for frig's sakes. Probably should have soaked the sticks or something, because we had a little stick mishap here. Yep. Little stick mishap. Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
And the meat on a stick is done. Like I said, we had a stick mishap here and here. This one caught fire and burnt away. There's the remainers. frig sakes. So we'll just kill the tunes and we'll go back here and shut off the gas, or the propane I should say. There, propane's off. And we are done cooking. So let's go inside and boil up some veg and then carry on with the show. Frig yeah. And the rice is done. No, it's not. It's far from done. I put too much water in it. Son of a bitch. Oh well. Whatever. Put too much water, didn't put enough rice. Now I got rice soup. Son of a bitch. Oh well, let's do some veg. Well, it's a pretty good thing I got some sitting time because some of these meat on the sticks, their sticks are still glowing red from embers. The rice looks a lot better now, that's for sure. Yup. That's going to be delicious. Unplug it there because you don't need to keep it warm. It's pretty good. And I just added the vegetables to the water here, so I'll boil these up and then we'll be ready to rock. And dinner, my friends, will be served. And there we go, people. Frig yeah. Rice, a lot of vegetables, some meat. I'm hungry. Let's go eat. Alrighty guys, finished dinner. It's friggin' delicious. And you know what? After eating a big meal like that and getting licked by this dog, yup. Look at him. Look at him. He's decked. I'm actually kind of tired. That, and I've been up since 9 a.m. this morning, you know. And it's currently 9:46 at night. I'm friggin' bushed, people. I'm bushed. But let's head out to the garage. Mainly I want to head out to the garage to make sure that the barbecue is completely disabled because there were some hot red embers in there. So make sure she's not still cooking. Apparently it's pretty hot inside this thing. But it looks like it's all out. This thing's not going to last. Huh. Frig sakes. Look at all the shit in there. I need to take this out, take that out, and get in there and scrape that all out. But that's fine. When that barbecue shits the bed, I can buy a good barbecue, because I really like barbecuing now. So people have been asking me about the white tractor and what's happening with it. Well, I haven't done any work on it lately. Just been too busy with other things, and I haven't gotten around to it. But I'm sure one of these days I'll get cranking on it again and we'll get it all fixed up and hopefully it runs. I'm thinking about just being cheap because that kit still hasn't come in for the carburetor for it. So I'm thinking about just tearing apart the carb and cleaning it up, cleaning out the jets and all that like I did with Big Red and with that snowblower over there. And then doing, you know, just basic cleanup on it. Use my carb clean, which is somewhere up on that shelf, somewheres. Or it could be over there on that shelf. I think that's actually it right there. Nope. Nope. Okay. Well, anyway. It's over there, and it's the carb clean shit. So, I might use that, and then just clean out the carb myself. And then, we'll have to dick around with the settings on the jets unless I mark how many turns it takes to take them out. And then just reset them back to there. Or I could always look up 8.5 horse Briggs and see what their specs say for how many turns the jets should be in. Because that's what I did for that snowblower over there. To find out what a... so that's not a Briggs and Stratton on there, eh? No, that's a Tecumseh engine. So I looked up the 8 horse Tecumseh and I found out how the carb setting should be stock factory. And that's what I put them back in as. So, worked out well. Also today I wanted to do some body work on the Trans Am, but that didn't really happen, so that kind of sucks. I wanted to finish cleaning it up. I found a can of primer. Well, you just saw it over there on the wall, and I was going to use that and prime up the spots, and then nail them with the old friggin' perfect match here, which seems to work pretty well, and just cover up the rust for now, you know, and that way there it'll be good to go. It'll be golden, you know, it'll look fine for another year. I really do need to give it a wash, like 2CV Bloke said. Get a bucket, fill it with hot water and soap, get a bucket, fill it with hot water, and there's your car wash. Yeah, good point, bud, good point. You know, I could have easily done that, but Dad's coming over on sometime this week. He's going to take measurements of what we need to run the tap out the side of the house instead of out the back, and then we're going to delete the tap out the back, which leaves me open for my next project that I want to do one of these days. But right now I'm going to keep that project under wraps, but with that tap gone, then a tap that works, that'll be freaking awesome. Then I'll be able to do things like watering my front lawn and things the hose will reach. Mind you, the water meter goes in September 14th, so not sure I'll be running much water because I don't feel like getting a surprise bill for $250 because I decided to water my lawn to make it look green, you know. Pretty sure Dad's right excited for the friggin' water meters too because he's got an underground sprinkler system. And I have no idea how many liters per hour that thing friggin' fires out on the lawn, so yeah. His water bill is going to get expensive. I just love how they said that these water meters and these new hydro meters and these new gas meters were supposed to save us money, but in the end, our bills all went up. So, horse shit. But what can you do about it, right? It's government approved. It's the way she goes. But anyway, people, I'm pretty friggin' tired, even though it's only 10 o'clock. I'm thinking about going to bed. Yup. Frig sakes, I've never gone to bed this early. Wait, yes I have. Same time when I used to get up this early. You know what I'm saying? Back in the days when I used to flip-flop shifts. 1 week of days, 1 week of nights, 1 week of days, 1 week of nights. Used to get up every morning at 6:30, make eggs and bacon, eat that, and then go to work, do the work thing, then get off work and then come home and then carry on with the night, right? You guys remember that? A lot of my older subscribers who've been around forever, they remember those days. Those days were crazy. And then, like, I was always, like, looking like shit and everything in the morning, like, it's Monday morning. I'm not even awake yet, you know? Yeah, I used to hate those shifts. That was big time stress on the body, but yeah, today getting up at 9 and then getting out the door at 10, getting to Dad's by 10:15, getting there at 10:30. Well, let me tell you, not having the coffee in me, it was rough. But thank God, it was one day only, not a big deal. And then I can go, I'll be good all day there. I'll be good tonight. I'll go to bed, wake up tomorrow, carry on with the vlog. Tomorrow we work 4 to midnight. Also, Bruce from head office is stuck doing the shit shift, the 2 till 10. I didn't want to take it this time because I really didn't like that shift. Like, getting off at 10 is fine, but going in for 2 sucks. I don't mind doing it on a Friday, but I freaking hate it for the whole week. It sucked. So, rather have my 4 to midnight shift, my regular shift. You know, 10 o'clock, Brucey will leave, and I'm alone in the office. It's perfect, and right on. You know, do whatever the hell I need to do and get shit did, and it's always dead between 10 and 12 as long as there's no outages. And if there's an outage, well then, I'll be busy and time will fly. That's the way she goes, right? It's awesome. Anyway, people, on that note, I'm going to shut the vlog down here and call her quits for this evening. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I know Jules wasn't in it, but yeah, we didn't go over there today at all, as you could tell. We just basically took her easy today. Took her easy. But yeah, that's the way she goes. But if you did enjoy the video, like button, you know where it is. Questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the guide below. And until next time, guys, keep on vlogging.